Hi, welcome to the Roots of Reuse. I am Jamia, an artist and art educator, and today we are going to be using plastic waste to create sculpture. I often call it junk sculpture with my young students. Also, it's called upcycling. And with my students, I've shown them the artwork of Aurora Robson, who her work, she calls it intercepting the waste stream. And there's this art piece of hers called The Great Indoors, and it features thousands of plastic bottles. It's this beautiful art installation. So I'm gonna show you some of the techniques that I showed them in creating junk sculpture right now. For this project, you will need bottles of different types and sizes, scissors, tape, and any cylindrical junk type items that you can make use of would be great. And you might need a hot glue gun as well. So I have here some different types of bottles, and I have a couple of glass bottles, mostly plastic bottles. Now this glass bottle I'm going to use as like a base, because think about the weight of it. I want something heavy to weigh this piece down. And I'm going to kind of cut into some of these other bottles carefully with my scissors. So I have a pretty sharp scissors here. So I want to think about like, where's a good place to cut it? I might not want to cut in the thickest part of the plastic, but let's see what I can do. So this scissors is pretty good. I'm going to kind of poke in, cut my way around it. Just be very careful, kids at home, when you're doing this, because you can cut yourself. You always want to cut away from yourself and have your other hand far away, especially when you're doing that initial poke into the bottle. But now I can kind of think about, I want to create some kind of cylindrical sculpture, but maybe I'll do this thing where I kind of turn it. So you kind of have to work with your materials and see what you can come up with. You play with them to see, you know, what ideas you get. Actually, I kind of like that. Maybe I will use that. So I have a hot glue gun here. Again, something to be really careful of. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else I can do. These bottles are a lot thinner, so they'll be easier to cut. You can kind of see the different styles of plastic. Some are thicker than others. I like how that's kind of bending. It's starting to create a curve. I'm gonna use some tape as well. Okay, that's kind of staying on its own, isn't it? Maybe I'll go with that. So I'm following this sculpture along, maybe adding a little bit of glue here. I have a little plan in mind. Sometimes I'll plan things out with a little sketch. Other times I'll just let the materials dictate the direction that I go in, which is kind of what I'm doing now. But I kind of like this. Let's see if I can get some kind of curve going. Might have to hold that for a bit. Little string of the hot glue. All right, I may lay this down, but I might be okay because of the weight of the glass bottle is actually, it's working. So I have another glass bottle, and I was thinking I could make some kind of a curve line. So maybe if I start working this one, I can get a connection point happening there. Okay, I'm gonna put one more, and I'm gonna cut off both ends. I'm hopefully gonna be able to make one more connection here to get these two lines that I've created to connect. All right, I'm gonna put some tape to secure that. Ta-da! Woo! Now I would love to put this out in the Garden of Arts Garage LA. There's already some cool sculptures out there. Maybe I can add this to that area. Sculpture garden. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Roots of Reuse. And don't forget to subscribe below and join me next time when I show you how to make cereal box sketchbooks.